Bring. Hello? You're listening to the Dokkan podcast. They're uploading a new episode right now. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm recording. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Dokkan. I hope you like that stupid little intro I just did. I've been screwing around with the voice mod recently, and I'm having a hell of a time with it. But, yeah, we got a new episode here today. I got my two buddies with me. I got one who hasn't been on here in a hot-ass minute. I think the last time I've had any actual interaction was when Year 7 dropped on JP. Pat, how are you doing?
What is going on, everyone? Pat here. You can check me out at youtube.com/PatPlays or tiktok.com/PatDBL on Dokkan. I'm right there. Look at that description. Trying to get to 1 million subscribers before the planet explodes. Go check it out. I am here. Hello. I am good.
Okay, I was going to let you do your plugs later. Now you shall not plug later. Shame! For shame!
I am inconsistent.
And Toasty.
I am not. It is selfless.
Toasty.
Hey, I don't have any plugs.
You're just Toasty.
I am just Toasty. What's going on?
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. It's been hot as fuck where I am. I don't know about you two. It's just been hot.
It's been nonstop.
Like, are we talking sun hot, or are we talking like Namagoku defense turn 1 hot?
No, sun hot.
Yes.
Last week.
Both.
Last week, it was the hottest week in Oklahoma where we got to 115 as our hot, and it was 109 at the lowest for that week.
Damn.
Yeah. It's fucking hot. We had rain.
Me personally, I would just turn on the air conditioning.
I have 2 wall units in my room right now to try and keep one singular room cool. And if they're off for more than 5 minutes, this room immediately starts to heat up by like 10-15 degrees. It's just fucking ridiculous.
I guess you could say it's a little toasty out.
That's a terrible joke. Terrible.
I'm sorry.
Terrible. Terrible.
Hold on. Look. There we go.
I didn't hear anything.
Neither did I.
Are you serious?
Oh, God.
It's so silent. I'm like, oh.
Silent but deadly. That's what I thought. I knew you had that. I thought it was just silent but deadly. I was like, yes. Perfect.
True.
Memes. All right.
I need to have this on speed dial.
You say speed dial? Did you say speed dial? Hello? Bring. We're here to talk about our favorite units. The episode today for Dokkan, we're going to talk about our favorite tanking units. And whenever I say tanking, there's a multitude of ways they can tank. Whether they have immediate start of turn high defense, damage reduction, or dodging in any way, shape, or form. If that's how they want to go with their sort of tanking. So I'm gonna go. Yes, Pat?
Oh no, I was gonna say I have my list here. I based it off of team comp, defense, and utility. Team comp is a different situation entirely, but that's specifically to make it easier for myself to make this list for top 5. You'll see later.
And if that's how you want to do it, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think I'll start first, just so I can kind of give an explanation of whatever I mean, like all multitude of defending units. So, sorry fellas, I'm going first today.
That's fine with me, bud.
Go ahead.
Starting off with my honorable mentions, I have 2 of them. 2 of them which I have bitched about as characters in Dragon Ball Super more than once. I bitch about the units because they're so good. It's Kale and Caulifla. The Tech Caulifla and the STR Kale. I have tied to my honorable mention.
That's just
fair. Tech Caulifla, I understand, but STR Kale, though?
She builds up.
And whenever
she's gonna do great against Red Zone Broly.
It's these 2 together. It's both of these 2 like linked up with each other. Where she has guard. If Caulifla's in the same turn, she can get up to like 3 super attacks, raises attack and defense. She's a very good unit with Caulifla on the turn, because Caulifla will take Red Zone for an example. Where let's say, I know not all of them, where Broly locks dodging.
Caulifla's gonna do great against Red Zone Broly, who cancels dodging.
No, Caulifla will. Yeah, Kale won't.
There's also the God event.
Yeah. But I'm just using, like, Khalifa. She'll dodge against Universe's Rival or Pure Saiyans. So that's 2 things right there she cannot get hit by unless it locks out. So that right there tanks 1 sort of damage. And then Kale, who guards and has the ability to triple super, is a, or quadruple super, is just a bit nutty. So that's why those 2 could make a fair honorable mention, because they're very good defending units. Kale more so defending than Khalifa, because if you have Khalifa on the rotation, Kale can actually defend better than the Khalifa as long as, you know, she's not dodging.
Can't believe Hayden replaced himself with a robot version SMH.
Oh wait. If I'm lagging, that's just on your guys' then. It won't be my end, unless my voice was. My voice was still on? No. Alright, so, since I got that, Pat!
Yeah?
What's your honorable mention? Or mentions? Whatever you got.
Alright. I'm just gonna go each of these. I have 3 honorable mentions. I'm gonna go each of these one at a time. So, my first one, I got EZA LR Rose Masu. Don't think I need to explain much. They have 3-turn guard, HP regen. Raising defense by 30% means they can get up to like 800k defense, and if you're lucky, you can have the guard activated on that turn. They do lose. The only unfortunate thing is that they will lose the guard after the 3rd turn or their 2nd appearance, and after that, they can definitely be touched by some of the higher difficulty red zone bosses. But for how much they are doing and how much damage they do, although it's not the topic of the video, I think they are definitely very good utility-wise, considering the amount of tanking and HP regen they're providing to the team, alongside the new LR Merge Zamasu that came out on JP. It's pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can agree with those 2, because I'm excited. That's one of the easy A's I'm actually really excited for on the global side.
Yeah.
Next one.
Alright, second honorable mention, I have Aegea LR Golden Frieza. Also, 90% damage reduction turn 1. That's what more do you need? He's untouchable in turn 1. Like, if I wasn't basing my... so how I based off of my list, for everyone who's watching now, I base it off of Red Zone to most difficult content. Unfortunately, Frieza, if this was a Super Battle Frieza, if this was a SBR list, then Frieza would be number 1, but it's not. So Frieza is actually losing 10% damage reduction. I'm pretty sure it's every turn, even though he's not on the turn.
Yeah. No.
If it was every turn that Frieza appears, he loses damage reduction, he'd be so much like more broken than what he is now. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still great, but man, think of how like long lasting he could go. Even in the Broly red zone.
I thought he was with every appearance. It's like at the I thought it was with every appearance.
No, it's every turn. It's every turn. It's literally every turn. It's not with every appearance. So he'll have 90% turn 1, and then on next turn he'll have 80, and then on his actual 2nd appearance he'll have 70%. That's how it works.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, it is unfortunate that happens, but that drops all the way down to 30. Once he gets to 30, he stops at 30. So he'll have 30% damage reduction for the entire fight at that point, which still isn't bad, considering he can get up to like 300, 400k defenses pretty easily. But he can still definitely get touched, and some of the other units I have on here are definitely better long term. But for short fights, this Frieza is absolutely a monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Toast, do you want to say anything to the audience or the crowd?
I kind of forgot that Golden Frieza got an LR, and I'm kind of like embarrassed with myself. I just completely forgot.
Yeah, that's okay. We're global players. We don't have to remember everything on JP.
True.
Everything.
I mean,
everyone you have to remember.
I have to, because I do the podcast, but yeah. A lot of information.
Anyway, that's what I'm here for. I'm reminding you of literally every JP unit, because let's say I got a few more on here. And before you say TechPen, she is definitely not on the tier of any of these guys after I've seen more showcases of her. I had a few moments making this list where I was like, I had debated having Pan at number 3 because of how good she was in slot 1 with her 50% damage reduction plus 500k defense. Like, she double-digit tanked. In Truth's video that I recently just finished watching, she double tanked Broly's super in slot 1 without support.
Yep.
And that was definitely insane. Although Omega, she definitely does struggle even still. Like, after she supers and she loses the damage reduction, she's definitely can fall off quite a bit, which is where I think the argument for her over Ginyu can lead in, but that's a whole nother argument that I'm not going to get into right now.
God, I remember seeing a meme on Instagram which was Ginyu versus Pan, and it's that fucking SpongeBob, that episode where
It's the SpongeBob war meme, yes.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the queen.
God,
acknowledge the queen. Never.
I think I'm going to have to edit that into this actual episode, just somewhere.
Oh, that's
that's a great meme.
Sorry, Spotify and iTunes listeners. You're going to have to watch it on YouTube to see the meme.
Alright, and for my last honorable mention, I'm surprised. This is one that some people might not, or some people might be surprised about, but Int Majin Vegeta is my last honorable mention here.
Fair.
His only reason for not coming into my top 5 is because of his lack of getting his defense, like, slot 1. Which I've realized has caused him to take a lot more damage than he would outside of that. Like, specifically against Red Zone Broly, he's definitely very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very, open when he gets supered by, like, the AoE Broly. A few global players would know, since he's definitely lacking that term, but, like, once he supers, he is an absolute juggernaut, and thanks to Vegeta and Trunks on JP, he's definitely formed a lot better, like, especially for his 30% damage reduction restriction, which is now so much easier to do since the best unit in the game is a Trunks.
Yeah, and that him actually just only requiring any Trunks really helps him. I was amazed whenever I first used him that it wasn't Kid Trunks, it was just any specific Trunks to help with that, because I think I actually had, I can't remember what I was doing, I think I actually had God Trunks activated.
Yeah. Another reason why I don't have him in the top 5 is because he definitely can struggle for orbs sometimes. Like, he has to get 6 Key Spheres to get his last 20% damage reduction. He does create it below a certain HP threshold, but honestly, why didn't they just give him that bare bones? Like, that should have just been there, like STR Kaioken. He just does it. They should have given him the same thing. I don't see why he has to be below an HP threshold. I mean, I guess he gets the attack buff, but even with the attack buff, like, Majin Vegeta does decent attack stats. He's not an attack anyway. He's a defense type. Just, if anything, maybe below, like, the whatchamacallit, his HP threshold, they could have given him the orb changing, some attack, and then, hell, maybe even some support, like some defensive support, like how AGL Kid Gohan, who gives, like, what is it, 50% defense to all allies. Maybe like Majin Vegeta could have been the same thing. He would have been amazing. 58, yeah, that.
Yeah, that's
just make this Majin Vegeta absolutely defensive god instead of giving him another attack that brings him just decently into what the attack stat meta is now in 2022.
8 millions.
Yeah, like the 8 million. 8 million is where you technically should be, unless your name is Tech Pan, who just incinerates everything.
God, I saw a video of her active skill doing 30 million.
Yeah, to Evolution Vegeta, I was like, bro.
Yep. She's just sitting there, and I'm like, well, good God, she's the queen now. It's nuts.
When are we gonna get one of these videos where it's like the best attack unit, and then Pan is just gonna be 50 tiers above every other unit?
It's like Videl. She's gonna Pan's not gonna age that well. I feel like she's gonna have the Videl effect. She gets brought out randomly after.
No, I think Pan. I'm telling you, if they make Worldwide Baby Saga, Pan might end up actually aging better than Ginyu. Right now, I think they're like dead even. But if Worldwide is Baby Saga, and the Goku they drop is like best unit in the game material, assuming it is Baby Saga again, then I think Pan could actually be number 1 to UR if that's the case.
If that's the case, but I'm just saying, if we
here's
don't
the difference. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Because here's the difference between comparing Pan to Ginyu. Ginyu dropped with him, who's a support type for Ginyu Force, and 2 other banner units, which I'm surprised they haven't done again, honestly, since then. Like, why did they drop 2 banner units just for Ginyu? That felt a bit odd. Not that I mind, but... Not that I mind for Ginyu, because they dropped basically the whole Ginyu Force, and they made all of them, like, super great. But, damn, they just... Never did that again, unfortunately. Not that I mind, I guess, because having to summon for 2 banner units to make the main banner unit look good is kind of cringe.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've been trying to chase Raccoon and Goldo for centuries. Anyway, go on.
I still don't have them, the Raccoon or Goldo or the Birder and Jace. I still don't have either one, surprisingly. But
is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Yes, Toast, go on.
So my honorable mention, it's a little silly because like he actually is still a very good tank. However, I just don't use him as much as I probably should. It's the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So I revolve a lot of my teams around synergy with Lynx, and honestly, just teams that I like, and I just find myself really not using him and using other units in its place. That's it.
That's fair. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is a very good unit, honestly. He's an underrated unit. I never hear anybody talk about him enough, so he's a very fair unit. I almost put him on my list.
And I really do enjoy that the other Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas got awakenings, and they also have like a high chance to guard, and they stack. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
But like my main thing is STR, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
What if worldwide the new Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Pat?
Oh, dude, that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be a big.
Not gonna happen actually, because then who would be like the pseudo extreme unit? I guess another Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Super Saiyan 3 Broly.
Get out of here!
It's a whole Raging Blast scenario.
We have the amazing God Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. We don't need a replacement.
I'm really surprised we haven't got any other Super Saiyan 3s like them. Like, I really want a new Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan Fest Vegeta and a new Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan Fest Broly.
Well, I guess in that terms, what were they kind of like a? This might sound cringy to say a Dokkan exclusive.
Who?
The SJ3 Broly and Vegeta. Wait, are they on the crossover tag?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everything that's from Raging Blaster Heroes or Fighters, Fusions, all of them are on crossover. But it's not necessarily improbable to imagine that they would grab more from Heroes, because Heroes definitely has more content based around the Super Saiyan 3s. Like,
absolutely.
Well, obviously, Heroes isn't going anywhere. We're most definitely going to get Super Saiyan 4 Limited Breaker Vegeta. Trademark on it right now.
But like the Super Saiyan 3s, like you're talking about, Hayden, was like Trunks, Goten, not Goten, the Gotenks, the Vejenks, and all that stuff. Those are like the most recent Super Saiyan 3s we've had. That is a very limited category that we need to talk about another time.
Oh, yeah.
We can get... I kind of wish one day, maybe for like the New Year celebration, we can get a new like Haruta Guard and LRSSJ3 Goku from that movie.
Ooh.
I'm really surprised we haven't got any other stuff. I mean, we got the Tapion and Minosha, what, a year ago?
More than a year ago. I think they're 2 years at this point. Are they? Hold on. Let me fact check. Let me fact check real quick.
A really good OST.
Tapion and Minosha, they are... Yeah, they're 1 year. 1 year old.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
The unit that no one celebrated.
I did. I was excited. I was legitimately excited for those guys.
I have them 90%.
Same! I'm ready to get them.
I like them.
I'm ready to get them rainbow.
0% squad, where are you?
Honestly, though, I'm a big Tapion fan ever since watching the movie as a kid. Really cool.
Not even a 55%. Just 0. Shame on you, Pat.
I kind of like the sidetracking bit from to a different game, but I do like how Legends handled the Tapion Haruta Guard. They added a new mechanic.
Nasty. Tapion Legends. Nasty. That's why I summoned... Toasty, did you see I summoned Ultra Vegito on Legends, and I'm never going to play that game?
I did not see that, but that is something that you would do. Because I'm pretty sure, didn't you get the game strictly for one-armed Gohan?
Yep, I got the game. I think I've said that. I don't know if I've said that on Dokkan One or not, but I got the game when LF One-Armed Gohan got on. And then I randomly decided one day, I was like, you know what, Dokkan wasn't loading, and it was like 2 weeks ago or so. And I decided, hey, let's just play it. Why not? I need something to do, because Dokkan wasn't loading. And
it's not a bad game.
I only like the story.
There's a really dark time my freshman year of college where I didn't play Dokkan for like 2 months, and I played
Legends.
Truly the darkest of times when you don't play Dokkan at all for 2 straight
you can ask my friend's girlfriend.
Wait, what period? Hold on, this is the most important question. What period did you stop playing? Or can you at least remember?
It was LF. Frieza.
No, I mean on Dokkan. Or I guess I can try to translate that. So you're probably gonna say what? LF full power Frieza, or the first form Frieza?
Maybe.
God, we're not.
I know you're gonna say Frieza.
Anyway,
that was like, yeah, we're getting really sidetracked.
Wrong game.
We do be getting sidetracked.
Legend sucks. Wrong game.
Damn, Hayden, you're just gonna disrespect the game that just gave you the best unit in the game like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, the unit that... Here's the funny thing, Pat. I already got Legends off my phone a few days ago because it was taking up too much space. And now that...
Hayden.
Yo.
What's a unit that could tank the hate from Dragon Ball Legends?
That. Exactly that. Nothing.
To segue into your...
I know. So my number 5 is going to be a little different on the aspect of it. It's the GT Super Saiyan Vegeta that came out with Goku. You know,
good choice.
Just because he's aged a little bit. He's definitely a slot 2 unit nowadays, and I can say that he was because I took him into I got curious and tested something. I took him into the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Easy A on like stage 50 something, and this man was taking 134k on a normal before he supered.
Can relate.
But I'll say the Goku. The Goku can't tank as well as the Vegeta. The Vegeta is literally his whole orb thing, where he raises.
You're running GT Heroes.
Huh?
Nothing.
I run GT Heroes, but
with the Goku.
Yeah.
The Goku's really good.
The Goku's good. The Goku's offense. This Vegeta tanks 1 billion times better than him, though.
On GT Heroes.
Yeah. Dude, the Vegeta gets gets defense on orb, and it multiplies a whole lot differently. That way he's sitting at like 4 or 5.
Don't get me wrong, I can see Vegeta tanking better outside of a GT Hero setup, but in a GT Hero setup, Goku just tanks way better for me.
Yeah, I got both of them at 69%. I've seen the Super Saiyan. I've seen the Vegeta tank 10 times better, just because of the orb multiplication on it. The Goku hits a bajillion times harder, like I've said. Even on a 200%, I'd still say Vegeta tanks better. He doesn't do as much damage, but his whole just aspect of getting attack and defense per 10% when performing a super attack multiplies a whole lot differently. This was a unit that took double digits in the God event. GT Goku could not do that. And I know he doesn't... He's probably...
Unless he was fighting an intelligence enemy.
Even then.
I don't know, I guess my GT Goku's 90%, so maybe the percentages are just really vastly different.
They really can be. Like I said, both of mine being 69%, my Goku hits harder, Vegeta tanks better. And whenever it comes down to an actual tanking, as long as he's in slot 2, he's not let me down defensively. I may go test him out, take him in a red zone just to see how he does. He's probably going to get me killed, I'll admit to it, but I'm just curious.
So you can take him enough Bojack and he'll probably destroy him there.
As long as
it's still in slot 1.
When it comes to the GTs, I actually just rainbowed the Goku the other day, and my Vegeta's at 79%. Goku definitely hits like a train, and I agree with that. Vegeta hits maybe 4 mil at 4 mil support and everything, but he does tank. Goku does not tank that well. Vegeta does tank. I have to agree.
Yeah, because Goku only gets the defense from his passive, like actual additional 100%. He doesn't get that on the orb. If he got on orb too, he'd be a better unit. It's just Vegeta's tanks better because of how his kit is set up. Yeah, Vegeta, good unit, fun. The Rainbow Key sphere changing, fun. I love it.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we're starting my list. Alright. Number 5. Emphasis on number 5. Tech Ultimate Gohan.
I had a feeling. I had an absolute feeling Tech Ultimate Gohan was going to be on your list.
I mean, do I need to explain why?
Yes.
Alright. He's stacking guard.
Okay, why else? Is it his animations?
No, that is his only purpose. He has no other purpose in life. Although he could get better Keelings, which is why he's at number 5. Also, he can get sealed by Sin in the first phase, which can cuck him. Also doesn't help that Sin is int on his first phase. So that's why I have him at number 5.
Fair. Can you...
I state my case.
Can you imagine whenever that Gohan gets to 200%, how busted he's actually going to be?
Is he not?
He is not.
He's currently not right now.
His best is a 1.
I mean, there's another unit I have on my list who can definitely use a 200%.
Jiren. God, we need a 200% for Jiren. LR Jiren.
I need a 200% for LR STR but sure.
STRUI is...
Or God Goku and Hit.
Yeah, that's another one I could see if they got the reps of... If they got the Universal Survival one, could be a good 200%. Anyway. Is that all you have for Ultimate Gohan?
Yep, that's pretty much it. He's got subpar stats turn 1 even with the guard, so that kind of suscepts him to taking damage even still, sometimes. And he can get sealed, and key links are an issue. That's about it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, he's good.
Can you imagine that also the day whenever he gets an EZA, and he goes to massively stacking attack and defense?
Bro, I can't wait till Tech Ultimate Gohan gigantically stacks attack and defense.
It's a 200% multiplier.
It's a 200% multiplier.
God.
He now every time he guards, he gets 10% damage reduction up to 50%.
And that lasts for the entire battle.
And it lasts the entire battle. And then when he transforms, he massively stacks attack.
He massively raises attack and defense for 5 turns.
And then raises all allies' defense by 50% for no reason.
Yep.
That would be a scary day.
That'd be amazing.
But,
God, we're sitting there. You know what? I'm gonna have to have a day where we just come up with like strong ass easy A's. But yeah, Toasty.
So my number 5 pick is the AGL Tapion, the giant form leader.
Interesting. Okay.
So I don't like doing just like the ordinary teams and everything. Like I know that fused fighters and like Power Beyond Super Saiyan are like really powerful, but like I still enjoy doing like a giant category and like all that stuff and like storied figures and everything.
Same.
And the AGL Tapion doing the 50% damage reduction and then transforming when his HP is low enough and then like just getting no damage then. He has definitely come in handy, and I think he's a pretty underrated unit. I like him.
That's fair. I mean, I'm still not the biggest fan of Tapion, but I can see his use. I love the storied figures team. Him and Tapion Minosha, I think it was Pat, he and I got into an argument on how Tapion and Minosha could do in the red zone. And I took him against, who did I take him against? Maybe Lude? I think it was Lude.
Mm-hmm.
And Tapion and Minosha weren't... Pat, what number were you saying? 200k on a normal? Isn't that what you were saying? 150, 200k?
Probably saying that, but I was like thinking in mind of some of the harder red zone stages. If you were fighting Lude, then yeah, I can see that. I can see. You said they took like what, 80k?
Well, yeah, without getting a super attack, but that was also the only hardest one out at the time. I'll have to go try it out on an actual later team, on like a Movie Heroes team.
Go fight them against like Rildo or Baby. Come back to me then.
You know what?
You also have to think about. You also have to think that Tapion is also on Movie Heroes, so you can
and
run
movie bosses.
Yeah, but he's also on Movie Heroes.
Yeah, God,
you can technically run him on the God team, and then he could tank along with other units that are on that top tier quality.
Yeah.
Or caliber, rather.
200% for Tapion win.
I think that'd be really cool.
It would be, and here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be another fucking Tapion. I guarantee it, because ain't no way any other unit is gonna be able to support that.
We're gonna get our LR Tapion exchange into Harunagard. It's gonna be 200% to Corroded Body and Mind and movie bosses for no reason.
And then the 30%.
It's not on.
And then the extra 30% will be for movie heroes for no reason.
Giant form. No, it'd be movie heroes, movie bosses, and then 30% for giant form. That's what it would be.
The first ever leader to be movie heroes and movie bosses at the same time.
Jokes aside, I could definitely see them being a giant form and sibling bonds leader with a 30% to legendary existence.
Okay.
Oh god, legendary existence.
I don't like that category, but that's just me.
Me neither. They made Frieza so much better.
That's an interesting choice,
But
actually.
That is my number 5 pick.
That's a good pick. I mean, okay, let me phrase. It's not my favorite pick, but you know what? As long as you like it, that's all that matters. Because I'll always hark on Tapion. Always. But, my number 4, Pat, enough of those. But my number 4 is an oldie but goldie. And whenever I say goldie, he's the epitome of what you think of whenever you see gold in Dokkan. AGL Super Vegito. I cannot talk...
I don't have that unit.
I cannot talk about tanking units without talking about the original tanking unit, AGL Super Vegito. Because the account I have now is based around AGL Super Vegito. I got it when he first came... This account, whenever he came out. And he carried me. Vegito now, though he is... his EZA was highly lackluster. He still has the 80% damage reduction against normal, so... And Pat, you're the one. As you took him into a red zone, how would he perform with 80% damage reduction?
Okay, well, I need to take him against the higher difficulty thing, but I mean, like, he tanked the normals pretty well. That was about it. He didn't do a lot of damage.
I mean, he's not there to deal a lot of damage. He's there to tank.
What stage did I take him in? I think I took him against either I think it was one of the new movie boss. I think it was either 13 or Cooler. Probably Cooler.
Yeah, because I think the final phase of Cooler is STR. That would make sense.
No, he's physical.
Is he physical? Does he go STR physical?
He's physical.
Okay. Okay, then he's...
His second phase is STR.
Okay, I had him backwards. Okay. But yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to see.
But yeah, AGL Super Vegito, honestly, when it comes down to his normal attacks, is a good unit. He's just cannot take a super, which is literally his biggest downfall. But AGL Super Vegito, you cannot talk about tanking units without talking about him, because he was the original best tank in the game.
Yes.
Credit when credit's due.
Exactly. Give him credit when credit's due, just because, you know, he's old. He's sitting over there in his wheelchair, all excited that he gets talked about once every blue moon.
Yes.
Alright. Pat!
Alright. Back to you, Pat.
Yes.
I have no clue what he's saying. He's just making weird sounds to me.
I said yes.
Okay.
Your turn, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright. It's my turn on the D&D table. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, roll a 20.
My number 4. So I'm gonna roll number 4, and it's LR Janemba.
Okay.
He's not higher because he's missing a 200%. If he was, then I can debate putting him at number 3 above the next one, who I'll talk about later. But, he's got Guard, he's got Blast Nullification, he's got a Rage Mode. His team could use some help. Please, for the love of God.
Got rage mode.
No one talks about rage modes enough, but even when AGL Cell came out, I feel like no one talked about it, but it's so clutch sometimes. Even though Cell's got easily the best one. I mean, guaranteed crits, definitely better.
Yeah,
Sure.
But,
problem is rage mode was a good mechanic when it first came out, but then numbers got higher than what they could do, and it just became useless. Yeah,
I think AGL Cell just does it the best out of any other rage mechanic, though.
Oh,
he can additional super is the thing.
He can. Cell's absolutely the best, but they're all just ass.
He's just a good unit.
I would have to agree. But yeah, Janemba, he's got guard, he's got blast nullification against the two hardest stages, being Omega and Broly for like the last two phases. He's got guard. His only weakness is that you have to put him in slot 2 or 3 to get his extra, like, what is it, 22% to his stats, so that can, I guess, limit your rotations a bit if you have to put him in slot 1 to tank against attacks, but you want to get his extra stats in. I feel like a 200% would definitely help out on his stat issue turn 1 against some of these harder fights, because the first fight of Broly's STR, and, like, yeah, it's definitely the first fight, but he'll still mess you up if you let him. So I think Janemba could definitely use some help in order for him to be better, but I mean, aside from that, he's still a really, really damn good unit.
I'll agree with that, absolutely. I do want him. I don't have him, but I've used him as a sub-lead, and he's very good.
Funny enough, I pulled him today on my global as well. Let's go 55 ticket, or 77 ticket multi.
I need to go finish that.
Go.
I need to finish that. Maybe I'll get him. I haven't done it. I didn't know I didn't do enough on the JP to realize I'd have to go farm up the free-to-play units that I don't give a damn about.
That is true.
Yeah. Makes me sad.
Global players be like, oh, I have to play content.
Global players, I have to play content for ass units. That's me. I just don't want the units. I couldn't care less about the units.
You should have seen on JP. There were really people saying like, "Oh, I have to play the game." Like,
Dokkan players are always ungrateful. Speaking of, okay, this is gonna be off topic. Pat, were you seeing the argument that was happening on Ghost TikTok earlier?
No, I did not.
Some dude was arguing that STR EZA Gogeta is better than Intelligence EZA Gogeta. So I went and watched this dude's explanation, and he fucked up, because he has EZA Gogeta, like full EZA, like SA-15, and he doesn't even have Int Gogeta at SA-15, and probably has 2 dupes in the STR versus no dupes in the Int, because his Int Gogeta is hitting a 1.7 million attack stat.
The Int one is significantly better.
Yeah, he is. He has dodging, crit chance.
Classic Dragon Ball player moment.
Yeah, and then he was literally adamant about it. Like, no, STR Gogeta hits harder. He has higher stats, but a lower percentage. That means he hits harder. It doesn't matter his stats. He even said this. I know his stats aren't that good, and he has a low percentage, but he hits harder. He gets 7% attack per rainbow orb. That means he nukes. Yeah, he only gets 35%. No, that's not how that works. When is he ever going to get more than 5 orbs? He's not! But that doesn't multiply to 35. It's like 445, because it's 7 times 7, not 7 plus 7. This dude's just a dumbass. I hope you're listening, dumbass.
Is that someone trying to live in the glory days of, like, 2014 Dokkan?
15. But he even said new players don't understand. Dude, bitch, I bet you can't even read. You can't even read.
Oh.
I'm a fan of STR Gogeta.
You have to do them like that.
I hope this one random ass person realizes, goes and looks. My unit's perfectly maxed out. Sees he's like SA-11 with no potential, and his STR Gogeta's at like SA-15, 79%. Shit, he's right. Fuck him for being right. I hope he is. I hope somebody out there is just listening, and I just triggered somebody.
That guy's probably the type of guy to give full dodge on his MUI Goku.
Oh god, you know what? If he comments again, I'm gonna have to use that. I bet you gave a UI Goku full dodge.
So,
or crit. He gave him no additional. He just gave him dodge and crit. Yes, Toasty, it is your turn.
So, my number 4. Trying to regroup after that. My number 4 pick is Janembu, the Fusions character.
Nice.
So, I have him rainbowed, and I have had him up to a 600,000 defense stat.
Shit. Nice.
He dodges, he tanks, he hits hard, kind of ish. Not really that hard, but he hits. I think he is a very good unit. He also debuffs. He is just a very strong unit amongst the other Majin Power units. Like he just I can't talk about him enough. And he's as a number 4. Like I just think he's a very underappreciated unit. Very good.
I will.
Tanks really well.
I didn't even look at his info.
I agree.
Dude, he's good.
He's very good. He stacks faster than a Buu on LR Buu tanks, which is actually really amazing.
And just an FYI, I have a sticker effect on him, and like the glass shards that are on his art glow, like there's light reflecting off of them, and I think that needs to be talked about. That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at his stickers. I was actually about to say something. I did his sticker. I thought his sticker was garbage.
I like his sticker.
You had nothing wrong if you do. It's just compared to other ones, it just needed a little more. I wish the blue wasn't just the light cascading down. I wish it was more of like an actual aura effect. Had it been that, I would have been 110%.
By the way, stickers I think are a really cool thing on Dokkan. I just wish it was applicable to every unit.
Yes.
Because there's some like free-to-play units that aren't easy aid, like the OMS unit. Like, I really like OMS. That's a whole different story for today.
Super Saiyan 4 Broly. I want to see a sticker on that bad boy.
I'm looking at him right now. That would be cool with the purple around him.
Yeah.
Well, think of it this way. Heroes comes out in November, right?
He's not getting an easy until next year.
Like that.
No, I'm talking about the other Super Saiyan 4s. They should be getting a Dokkan Awakening? Question mark, maybe?
This will be their year.
I hope so, because they're really cool.
And I'm excited. I'm ready to see Super Saiyan 4 Gohan with an even better super attack than it's just him gently wiping his nose and punching up. I'm ready to see him wipe his nose with both hands and then punch up with both hands.
I'm really glad someone said it. I'm so glad someone said it, because I think about that. I'm like, what is he doing?
Dude, I love that Gohan super attack animation. It's so basic, but I fucking love it. It's so clean.
It's pretty impressive, too, that he's a level 100, not even 120. He's just an SSR, and he does about, 2 million attack stat?
And he has 40% damage reduction with good-ass defense, too. He's good.
I just think that... Could we have an episode where we just talk about heroes?
Oh, absolutely. I think we already did that one. We've already done that once, but we can always talk about heroes again.
Oh, I like heroes. I want to talk about heroes more.
Our favorite heroes units. You know what? I'm A-okay with doing that. All right. On to my number... Trace?
Yes.
Okay. My number 3... I'm actually sitting here kind of tied, but I think I kind of know how it's going to be. My number 3 is Tech Godku.
Which one?
Tech Godku. There's only one.
I was about to say, homie, there's a lot of Gokus.
I said Tech Godku.
Oh, my bad.
That might be the lagginess on my end. You know what? I can actually do the rest of this without my phone being nearby. But yeah, Tech Godku is a very good unit because he gets a 70% defense damage reduction against movie bosses. Having that is one thing. He seals on super. He has his own little nuking capability. Tech Godku is a unit like you take in a red zone, and with him being brought into red zone, he's not going to let you down because of what he can actually do defensively against movie bosses themselves. He's like the same situation with the Tech Khalifa. Whereas she dodges against 2 specific categories and she's godly against those, he's godly against movie bosses. And God Goku is literally one of the best tanking units of the game because of the damage he can do, the damage he can withstand. He's literally, these two may have, Pat said he didn't have him on his list, but I bet Toasty probably has him at number 2 or number 1, probably, or number 3. He's in the last 3.
Can't even.
But you cannot talk about, like, I feel like you cannot talk about a tanking thing without talking about Tech God Goku, just because of what that dude can actually do in every aspect of it. Good linking, especially with the new God Bros. So yeah, Tech God Goku.
And his sticker animation's pretty cool.
It is. I need to put a sticker on him. Thank you for reminding me.
I like stickers.
Oh, I do too. I love the stickers of a lot of these units. All right, but yeah, that's all I got for my number 3. Pat.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right, finally. Number 3. I have. This is the one I was debating putting Janemba at. If he gets a 200% leader someday, hopefully. We have EZA Physical Future Gohan.
Yes.
Good unit.
He got buffed recently thanks to the Vegeta and Trunks LR, so now he has the extra 120% of stats, along with the damage reduction. He'll have 59% after 4 turns. I saw him live in a showcase once, STR Omega, or STR Sin, I'm sorry, super attack in the red zone for 450k. It doesn't sound impressive, but every other physical unit, aside from the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, would die to that.
Yeah.
So him living that is an actual feat, so definitely very, very good unit. His only, he doesn't really have a weakness, is have to wait 4 turns in order for him to build up his full damage reduction. That's about it. He's just really good.
He is. I love his
Can't
unit.
even argue that.
I love his unit.
That's a good unit. That's just good.
God, I cannot wait for us to get our Dokkan Fest one-arm Future Gohan. We're gonna get it now that we got the LR.
We have the LR already.
No, we're gonna get a Dokkan Fest. We have a bajillion Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. Why can't we get...
we already have a Dokkan Fest one.
Not a one-arm Future Gohan. He still has both
only
arms.
Uses one arm in a super attack.
But he still has both arms.
Oh, actually, a really good one that they could do for heroes is the Dark Gohan.
Oh yeah, Gohan Black? I fucking love that. We talked about it last night.
Doesn't he have both of his arms?
He does not.
No, he has one.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
It makes him even more badass.
Which is ironically true. It does make him cooler. not cooler, as in cooler, but cooler, you know?
It makes him a badass, considering he's fighting with some new Super Saiyan Cumber form, because he has that red aura in his Super Saiyan state, and he's combating Super Saiyan God Trunks, and it's just, mwah! Future Gohan! I wish it was Future Gohan instead of Goku Black. It would have made the Future art 10 times better.
That would have, actually.
I can imagine for his unit, it's that he gets an extra massive buff to his stats when he's fighting a Trunks.
I mean, 200% against the Trunks? I'd be okay with that.
200% when you're fighting Trunks.
Yes, any Trunks. It'll be a grown-ass man beating up on a child.
When are we going to get the Trunks LVE? Or I guess that would be called the LTE.
The Legendary Trunks event. The Legendary Future Trunks event. I'm really surprised we don't have one. I feel like we're gonna
just make it Trunks, so that way we just beat him through every phase of his life, like child, his adult self, his future self, his future self,
his hero self.
His hero self for no reason.
I mean, you'd have to admit, a Legendary Trunks that would be fucking fun.
That would be.
I think all the legendary events are fun in their own way. Evolution Vegeta is still fun. I do want another one though. When are we gonna get the legendary Frieza event?
Yeah,
I like the Frieza one. Or Gohan.
Or Gohan. Yeah, we could get a Gohan one for the superhero movie. When are we gonna get that?
Probably when Superhero comes out.
Probably.
That'd be so much fun. And it's those good-ass animations. Always.
Before I unveil my next unit, I really just want to clarify. I really want more Namekian units.
Same.
I really can't wait for Superhero to like release or Dokkan strictly for the Namekian, just because of no spoilers, but like Piccolo needs more love.
It's not spoilers. There's images of Piccolo with form, so it's not spoilers.
You know what I mean.
I can't wait for semi-yellow Piccolo to be added into Dokkan.
I can't wait.
Shiny Piccolo, if you will.
Yeah, it's a shiny form, and then you have Chatelo.
We have Piccolo. We have shiny Piccolo. We have legendary Piccolo.
We have Chatelo.
Cheeto Kilo.
Chatelo. That'd be the greatest Chatelo.
No, I'm calling him a Cheeto now.
Honestly, though, Piccolo is unironically probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
Fair.
He falls off, but I just love Piccolo. He's just a cool guy.
Fun.
He's just a dude. He's just
Funny
a dude.
How so many people love Piccolo but don't eat pickles.
Dude, pickles are good.
Fun fact. Apparently, the Piccolo in the end of the superhero movie was on par with Tournament of Power Goku and Vegeta.
Which
I believe they don't say specifically. They just say Goku and Vegeta.
I thought I saw one of the things that said he was Tournament of Power. Because the Gohan surpassed Goku and Vegeta with a stupid form. I'm not going to gripe about it. I've griped about it on a different podcast. Go check out the Rayshawn Anime podcast. I'll have it linked down below because I actually talked about the movie over there.
Actually, something funny. I order a lot of my Dragon Ball figures off of Wish, and there's a Super Saiyan. No, hold on. The quality is not bad. I don't want to spend $35 on something. I can spend it for $10, but that is a different story. However, there is a lot of Gohan figures that were I bought in 2018 that was black and white, and I'm like, man, that's not Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Well, I don't know. Maybe foreshadowing.
Gohan Blanco.
Dokkan should do more of those figures.
They should.
I love the SJ4 Gogeta figure.
Alright, isn't it Toasty's turn?
It is.
Alright,
Probably.
Toasty. What's your number 3? Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 3, these tier lists, I'm not good at doing them because I think they're all good in their own retrospect. But this one is very good mid-battle, strictly because of the one condition. It's the in-MUI Goku. Only when he transforms. Because you got to admit, when he transforms and you get that 100% dodge chance, the 100%, you will dodge whatever attack is coming at you when he transforms, that is a game changer.
But is he dodging Broly from Red Zone?
Yes, mine is anyway, because I take everybody's dodge. Your units don't dodge because mine dodges when he's not supposed to.
No, Hayden, my units don't dodge because I physically can't.
Exactly, because I steal your dodge!
No, it's because...
I totally understand where you're coming from, Pat, because Dokkan definitely has hit a new meta where Red Zone is the new event. And I totally get that, and you will not hear me argue that. The only thing that I go about is difficult content, because Red Zone definitely is endgame Dokkan, where it's oh, you did all SBR, ESBR, the Goku events and everything. I think we can all agree that Red Zone is very much endgame. If you you can do what's his name, Legic. You can do all those fights and everything. But
yeah, it's the last 6. It's the last 6 excluding the Shadow Dragons, because honestly they're really easy.
Right, you can
even Janemba.
A lot of those are you need good units, you need to have a lot of synergy, you need to have all that. But there's a lot of free to play players that can't really do them right now. So they only have the most difficult that they can do is maybe the Goku event or even the God event, where the UI Goku dodging, it definitely could. it could definitely
Actually, Global has an. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Global has an advantage in this situation because remember, JP only had the 7th Annie LRs for this. Y'all have Ginyu, Int Majin Vegeta, STR Goku and Gohan, AGL Cell. So many 200% leaders that y'all have. If you don't have at least one of them, and I think even just like one of them could help you beat it.
Now I'm. Again,
Unless you got really unlucky, that is. That's just a luck issue.
I truly don't mean any disrespect at all. I did summon, and the only one that I got was AGL Cell. I didn't get Ginyu. I didn't get any of them, which unfortunate. But I do get what you mean. Totally get it. Though that's just my stance. That I feel like the mid battle dodge chance, actually not even mid battle. If you're doing SBR and you start the round,
you could activate it turn 1. Yeah,
and then you can just use it.
Definitely very useful.
Exactly. So that's why I think that MUI Goku, UI Goku, he does get hit hard. I get that he does, but I just think that mid battle 100% dodge is very tank worthy. Like it's useful.
It is.
Not for
I've seen
red
people
zone.
say that the year 3 LRs are bad because they have 6 turn restrictions on their full heal, which is like, yeah, I can see why that'd be sucky in some situations, but it's a full heal. That is like the least of your problems. Like, all you gotta do is survive till turn 6, and you're gonna complain about that for a full heal? Like, Incel has a worse restriction. I don't see anyone complaining about Incel, at least not anymore. Probably complain once he gets easy A eventually.
It's just easier to get. Would be easier in, like, say, red zone to get. Just falling below 30% HP because you're very likely to do that in a bad turn.
They'll probably buff it to like 40%, like they did with Evolution Vegeta in 21, because they buffed it like by 10% to transform. So Cell might get to 40%, and then you can transform, which will definitely be easier. Still hard, but definitely possible.
God, then we'll get an easy. Then we'll get an easy.
That is my unit.
Then we'll get an easy A for AGL LR Gohan, and maybe it'll be easier to use his active skill. Hopefully. Probably not.
He has an active skill?
Yeah, I know. I know, right? He has an active skill. It's just nobody ever sees it. It's everybody's white whale. Or white horse, that's what it is. I think that's the thing, it's the white horse.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he had one.
Alright. My number 2...
I wonder what it looks like.
Honestly, all jokes aside, it's probably still one of the best animations in the game. And it's still a very hard-hitting thing.
Not as hard-hitting as attack stat from LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
I mean... Yeah. I'd argue on a normal turn for him, it hit higher than a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Alright, go on to number 2 before they start getting heated.
But my number 2 is one that unfortunately has fallen off, but he's one of my absolute favorite units. It's LR Bojack. I'm a big advocate for LR Bojack. I think I've talked about him. He's like my second most talked about unit on Dokkan When. Probably second or third behind 17 and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. But whenever LR...
Objection.
Okay.
Hey, what video is this again?
Taking.
And who did you just say for your number 2?
Bojack.
No offense.
I said
Bojack.
Yeah, he fell off, but whenever he was able to get to like 400 or 500k defense, that's what I'm talking about. I said he fell off. And you have him
at number 2.
Yes, because he's one of my favorite units.
I mean, a lot of this is opinion based.
Alright, sure, pop off.
Well, I even said prior, I know he's fallen off. I'm not going to sit there and say like, yes, he's still a top tier tank.
I know. You got me like a mild brain fart when you said number 2 and Int Bojack in the same sentence.
Because I love the Int Bojack, and like I said, it's just throughout all of Dokkan when it comes down to it. Not you go for more red zone and the hard content. Toasty kind of goes for all of it. I'm going for overall, like my favorite tanking units and every aspect of it. But my Bojack able to get the 400 defense on his team is still honestly an impressive thing for how old he is.
No doubt, his easy is going to be nutty.
Yeah, it is. That's why Sorry.
Looks that STR Bojack has kind of aged though.
Oh yeah,
it's like his only good linking partner.
He definitely did age.
It is, and that's why I'm saying this. But you may not actually. You'll probably like my number one, but yeah, he's a good overall. He's still a decent unit because he can still get the 8 million attack stats with 4 500k defenses, which I know aren't as impressive as a lot of nowadays stuff, which can get 600,000-700,000 defense. But considering he's what 4 or 5 years old, that's still an impressive ass feat for a unit that old to be hitting these kind of numbers. He's arguably, I will argue, he's quite possibly the best aging LR in the game. Because of how old he is, what all he actually is, and he's going to be the best aging LR as time goes on. He'll get more 200%, because I feel like in the future we're going to get a 200% Bojack lead, which is going to be full power Bojack, not the STR Bojack that transforms. That'll be that'll link up almost as well with this Bojack, and probably do the same kind of thing and allow him to be even more utilized again. On top of that, an easy A for him, probably putting him up to, we'll just give a random ass number. If they go nuts with him, he could probably start a turn 600,000-700,000 defense.
Just wish that Pan was a space traveling warrior leader. Am I wrong though?
You're not. But
well, instead of Dragon Ball Seekers, give her space traveling warriors and Bond of Friendship, and then the 30% can be Dragon Ball Seekers for all I care. God, they could have gone so hard with Pan's leader. Not that I think it's bad, but it's just like the 200% doesn't hit a lot of characters that don't already have one.
It's strictly just it's pretty much just the main GT people. But yeah, Bojack. You cannot argue, like even Pat is sitting here for how old he is. Pat, since you're more statistic-wise, you cannot argue that he's a bad unit for how old he actually is. If he was
for his age, yeah, no, definitely good. Just unfortunately, he's lacking current partners. But for his age, I guess I can't blame it because he is, as you said, like amount old.
He's very old and still very good. Like I'll take like Terrifying Conquerors. You get put just a 30% damage reduction. That SPR. That man's taking double digits. Have him linked up with Turles. Bada bing, bada boom, bada fuck the enemy. So yeah, he's got to be one of my top 5 just because of what he actually is. All kit of stuff, and especially when the time comes, he gets his sweet easy A. I'm gonna be so hyped for that easy A.
See, it sucks because I doubt. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I was curious. Did any what is it? STR Vegeta and Tech Godku, are they considered banner units?
Yes.
Yes, because they were featured on the AGO Super Gogeta / Blue Gogeta banner. Yeah, and then Broly had Int Paragus.
And AGO Broly.
Yeah, them.
Okay.
So yes, they do count.
I was curious because if Bojack does get an easy A, it would be really good for Zenga to get an easy A, which can definitely increase the value of that team.
Absolutely.
I was actually gonna say, because in the future, I doubt we're gonna get another Bojack themed saga again. But if we get, they could do the same thing they did Ginyu with the Hera clan. We could get a card for Bujin and Beto, and then a card for Goku and Zangya. And then they could give us an LR full power Bojack, just standalone full power. Since we already have the transforming one, we have the Hera clan LR, we're missing just full power Bojack, just standalone.
And that definitely could be movie bosses, space traveling, and then full power.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they could do just a transforming Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because actually we do not have that yet.
We don't.
So,
yeah. Bojack.
It's definitely possible we get another one.
And then the active skill just Goku. But yeah, you're right. Bojack.
You cannot talk about tanking without Bojack. Alright, Pat!
You also cannot talk about tanking with the Ginyu team. Speaking of the Ginyu team, number 2 I have on my list, Raccoon and Goldo.
Fair.
Very fair.
I mean, they have phenomenal team set up, so much support on there, really high defenses and guard. They can, with their team setup, they can really shine. Great. And I know this is about defense and all, but I did mention utility in how I made this list. They get this lower attack, defense, seal, and stun all at the same time. That is a level of utility for a slot 1 unit that I don't think we actually have nowadays.
Not to that extent.
Not to that extent, no, definitely not.
I think
the fact that they just do all 4 of those attributes, and the fact that the first phase of both Broly and Omega can be stunned, and attack sealed, and attack lowered, definitely helps this Rakumen Goldo make for much better uses.
I need them. I'll get them eventually.
I mean, yeah, there's not much to talk about with them. They're just really, really good banner unit. Want to pull them, please?
I'm surprised I didn't hear you talk. Well, we know we still have number 1, but that STR, I think it's STR, that Nappa that came out with Raditz.
STR Nappa.
Wasn't he STR?
No, you're right. I'm just chuckling at the fact that don't get me wrong, he's good, but it's like
wasn't he
his once? Yeah, no, he is STR. You're right.
Yeah, and he was.
You're right. Nappa's issue is that if you get too low HP, he'll get touched. Because if you go in on the turn where you're like super low HP, Nappa was going to keep that HP even if you use a healing item. So, yeah.
Wasn't he like the...
Also just...
Wasn't he the first unit that could like consistently get near 1 million defense on his turn?
I don't want to say consistently, since your HP can tend to tread a lot, especially in Red Zone, where you can go from 100 to 0 super easily. But it's definitely conceivable.
Let's say if you never got... Let's take if every turn you start off with 100% HP, wouldn't it be... Wouldn't he be able to...
I would have to see, like, his first turn... I know he can get around 800k defense easily on his first turn, but... Yeah, he can get up to, like, 832k-ish, and then after he supers, when he greatly raises it, he's at, like, 900k. So he's borderline 1 million.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah. So, yeah, Nappa.
He's borderline 1 million defense turn 1, which is good, but that's turn 1.
Banner saw the Dokkan Fest Nappa and Banner Unit Raditz.
Yeah.
God, that poor Raditz.
Dokkan Fest Nappa. What do you mean? Raditz is the best unit in the game.
He has a good lead. I'll say that. He has a good lead.
I know, right? He's got the best lead in the game.
Alright. Toasty!
To be honest, I don't think I'm going to really summon for Raditz. I just don't really.
I am.
Damn, L Toasty.
If it was Super Saiyan, I'd be happy. But, anyways, my number 2 pick is going to be the Xenopan, which, ironically, I also ranked like very high up in my category support team.
Yeah.
Tier list. Just because she has the high chance to dodge and then gets 50% defense every attack dodged, which is like the Whis effect, I just think is great. I just... And she has a high chance of stunning the enemy. I just think she is very good at tanking.
I wish we could see the defensive stats of units after they did their stuff. Like, I just wish we could.
Because theoretically, if she dodged 3 attacks, that's high defense. That is just good.
Yeah.
She has definitely tanked a lot for me. She's definitely survived a lot of attacks. I know she wouldn't be good in Red Zone, but I know she is good in a lot of other big events and everything. I think she's really good.
I will argue in one sense, because I did actually take Dragon Ball Heroes and I beat Android 13 Cooler with the Dragon Ball Heroes in my off time. She was tanking quite well whenever she was dodging 2 or 3 attacks.
I know Pat would do the argument for like Broly, where it's like you can't dodge, but I know what I mean, like events where you can dodge. She definitely is like very good.
Absolutely.
She's hybrid.
Red zone. Okay, if a unit is good in red zone, they're good anywhere.
So we all got to say this together because everybody knows this one person in our Discord loves Pan. Ghost. Pan is a good unit.
Which one though?
Yes.
Are we talking STR Pan, physical Pan, B Pan?
STR Pan is good. Pretty much all the UR Pans are good. The only one that's kind of mediocre is the physical one because she doesn't have an EZA.
Yeah, that's true.
What about the AGL 50% support Pan and Giru?
She's good. Is she as good? No, but she's still good.
That actually is really funny that is like one consistent unit that is pretty alright.
Ghost is just sitting there hitting his chair right now. No, she's fucking not. Pan is mid. He's saying it right now.
Wait, isn't even the kid Pan like she dodges too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the World Tournament Pan.
Dude,
Pan.
Okay at best.
God.
That's funny.
Pat and Toasty, I'm gonna have to have you both on. We're just gonna have to have a whole episode talking about all Pan units, our top favorite 5 Pan units.
Oops, all Pan.
Dude, because Pan isn't bad.
No, she's
Pan
not.
really isn't bad. And that is just funny. Because like there's a lot of there's like what, 3 Videl units?
I think.
Like there's a few Videl
ones, TUR one.
The int one.
Yeah, if you count the SR one.
And like the STR Videl is good, like compared to all of them. The other ones are okay. But like Pan is consistent. Like there is a top tier Pan, and then there's like runner-up Pans that are just as good. Like it's
okay. No. I'm gonna have to stop you there. I don't think physical Pan is on the same level of tech Pan.
No, she's not.
No,
You're right.
She's mediocre. Well, they have a top tier Pan, they have a high tier Pan, they have a medium tier Pan, then they have a low tier Pan. They have a Pan. We
have the Pan that rolled
tier.
A 20. We have the Pan that rolled a 1. We have shiny Pan. We have legendary Pan.
We have Pan in an alternate costume.
We have Pan who defeated the kingdom within the hearts.
We just need a whole episode of Pan appreciation, and that's all it is just sitting here talking about. And I'll have to have Ghost on here. You know what? I'm going to get Ghost on here, and we're going to have a whole episode. I'm not going to tell him about it until we actually start recording. And it'll all be Pan appreciation.
That's a very good idea.
He's going to disconnect immediately.
He'll be sitting like, no, bro, no. Pan is mid. No, she's not. She's the best one. I know she's the best unit, but she's mid. She's a mid character. If you notice, he hasn't said she's a mid unit. She's a mid character. He's not said one bad thing about her unit. He's just talked about the character. All right.
I'm pretty sure he has just as much hatred for Pan like you do for Garlic Jr., which is a different conversation for a different day.
Exactly, because Garlic Jr. is ass. Am I good for my number 1?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
My number 1, I think people out there who know the show might have known I would talk about this unit. You guys might know this unit. He's one of my absolute favorite units. It's AGL Super 17.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was waiting for Pat to just give his 2 cents, but AGL Super 17 because he can get to 70%.
Well, no, he's good.
He's very good. I love him. I'm gonna argue he's
definitely the best 120% EZA that has aged so far.
Yes, without
not aged. I'm sorry, he hasn't aged too bad. God. At least compared to the rest.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is, I think, second best, and Cooler right behind.
Unfortunately, he's been replaced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not yet. Immediately within the same year, he got replaced.
Not for global players just yet. Hoo. Actually, by the time this is up, it will be. But but right now, as recording, no. But
global players exist. It's crazy.
Pat, remember, you're on a global players podcast. Remember that. But AGL Super 17, like I've talked about him numerous times. Favorite Extreme, one of my favorite EZAs. It's probably going to be one of the best.
Better than the LR.
Yes. Is going to be one of the best aging units just because of all he can do. The 70% damage reduction. He has crit chance for target Goku, which I'm still waiting for a counter target Goku unit. The greatly raising attack and defense. Or if you have him like double super, he could sit there with like say 150k with 70% damage reduction. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot. Like I had him taking double digits against Baby after he supered, which is impressive. And I know it's not the hardest one. I know it's not the hardest one, but it's still an impressive little feat, him taking double digits against Baby after he super attacked once.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that is pretty good.
He is, and I cannot wait for us to actually get a true, like, Transformation Fusion 17 that's dual 17s that fuse, that has every single link active with him, that way I can see him at his absolute best.
You want to know, Hayden, you want to know what'll be funny about that unit, though?
Huh.
They may not be on GT bosses because it starts as Hellfighter 17 and 17.
Actually, no, it'd be on GT bosses.
The only way... Yeah, because of fusion, but if it's like how would they do it to make it? If it's like an exchange of some kind.
It'd be a fusion. I feel like it'd be like Kale and Khalifa fusion. Like a unit like that. I guess they could do like that, like 17 and Hellfighter 17, they could do like that.
Also,
but if it starts as 17/17 for some reason, it'll be really funny. Not only, but it'll actually shaft them out of GT bosses, which will be hilarious.
Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I'll let you go, Toasty, because I just had a brilliant idea, but I'll let you go first.
You gotta remember too that AGL Tapion is on movie heroes and movie bosses. Mm-hmm. So like maybe there's a chance that they would just be on GT bosses because of like publicity. Like just say, hey, we're just undo it.
But the brilliant idea I had. Pat asked about why we don't do a whole lot of double units. Here's what they could do. Have it be a 17 Hellfighter and just 17 dual unit, and have both banner units, one be 17 and one be Hellfighter 17. Have them be like the Guinea stuff, all that, but just make them a full GT bosses Android team to help buff up the LR and the AGL one. That way we can literally just have a full team of GT Super 17s. What
is the name of the doctor who built Hellfighter 17?
Dr. Mew.
Trishra.
Yeah, we could get a card of him. Actually, we don't have him in the game at all.
He didn't.
Like him and Jiro.
He didn't do anything.
I know he didn't fight. But it's like either he could be that, he could be a support memory for all I care. Just put him in the game.
You actually could do a pretty good like support free to play unit.
He's an active skill like how Gine is in the Bardock and Gine. She's only there for the active skill. He's only there for the active skill. Rise, my creations, rise! And that's all he does.
Well, I mean, if there is worldwide that is like, if it is Baby Saga, which I hope. I like Baby. Baby's really cool. If that is, then there's a chance that there will be an event where Mew might be like a chance. Maybe.
I think that'll be its own thing, though, because it's like, I think they're going to separate each of the things, because they can't just do Baby Saga and Super 17 at the same time.
Well, Dr. Mew was in Baby Saga. He was the one that...
See, though, what's funny about that is that then at that rate, they're going to have an SSJ4 Goku for every saga of GT. Not that I mind. But it'll be really funny to see like 3 different SSJ4 Gokus. We have our Baby Saga, we have our Super 17 one that does Dragonfish. We can get another one from the Omega fight where he does a full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We can get a revamped one from the Tanabata like 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago. So we can still get so many more.
Yep.
It's still gonna sell. It's SJ4.
Yep. Yeah. 17 is my number 1, and like I said, I think a lot of people probably figured out that 17 was going to be my number 1, because it has to be him.
That is true.
Truly a Hayden decision. Anyway, back to the real decision. My number 1, LR Vegeta and Trunks.
Yeah.
You're not going to say anything? Okay.
No, because your real decision means nothing to me. Also, I'm in the Discord. You guys need to go look at what I just found on Instagram. Go look in the Discord. It's in the not Dokkan topics.
Alright, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, my number 1 is LR Vegeta and Trunks. Really, really, really good unit, obviously. Best unit in the game, by the way. And stacking defense, or attack and defense, with guard. They're just an upgraded Tech Ultimate Gohan. And because they are, it makes them, their entry animation makes it much easier to get key with them. So they're just literally an improved Tech Ultimate Gohan.
That's fair.
Their defense along with their guard, they can get like up to 800k with guard somewhat easily. Pretty easily, I would say. And once you get to that level with guard, you're practically not taking damage from anything aside from like a super from Omega. Even Broly would not do much damage.
Right.
Because like Omega Super actually hits harder than Broly's thing.
Is it actually?
It does, yes.
I didn't know that.
Broly's does like 1.2 mil damage. I think Omega's does. I don't know right now. I have to fact check.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, because Omega's is a countdown super. Broly's, he'll just shoot it off random.
Hmm.
So yeah, number 1, LR Vegeta and Trunks.
A fair unit, very fair unit.
Is it my turn?
It is. Finish us off,
It
Toasty.
is your turn.
So
Finish it off while I look for the attack stat for into Omega Super.
my number 1 that has quickly climbed the ranks of like one of my favorite units is probably the AGL Cell. I really like the transforming. He dodges, he tanks, he also has that really crazy rage. I just really think he is a well-rounded unit.
Also, Omega does 1.5 mil. I just checked right now.
Like at 55%, like Cell does have like 8,000 defense, which overall isn't like there's LR stats that are like what, like 10,000, 15,000. But does he
get to a mil defense? No, but he greatly raises once he goes perfect. He can triple super. He can easily get to a mil defense.
Yeah.
Right, like he does very well. I really just like how he is built. He is cool.
High defense numbers, 35% dodge, which for some reason to me he dodges more than UI Goku. I mean, I believe it.
Like and also chances to like just triple super, which then
if
builds
you get. He'll be a bit inconsistent. His only problem is that he can be a bit inconsistent with it. Like, he'll super one time one turn, and then the next turn he'll super 3 times. He's a bit inconsistent with that, but aside from that, he's pretty good.
Yeah, completely.
Yep.
Although I do think the STR Goku and Gohan probably are better defensively, since guard with Gohan.
Yeah.
I wish I pulled them.
I mean, they're going to be back for Worldwide.
Hopefully. Watch him not. And watch him be like, nah, you're not getting these guys. Get something else. Here's Pan 6 months early.
I mean, you can't be upset at that. She is, if not the second best or first best TUR.
Oh, no, I'm not.
The global first is going to be an LR Pandel? What?
Fucking hell. You realize who would all just be fucking mad over that? We got a LR Pandel. Where's our LR, I don't know, Slug? Where's our LR Beerus, standalone Beerus?
Omi, hold on, Slug?
Yo.
I like
LR
Slug.
subscribe button should hit right now, please.
Yeah, go check out KH Hauser on YouTube. You can hit the subscribe button. If you're on Spotify and iTunes, leave us a like and a thing so you know every time we upload. Thank you for reminding me, Pat.
LR link in description to my YouTube channel where you can check out cool content.
Hey,
question mark.
Pat, remember, you already did your plug at the beginning.
I did yours for you. This is fair.
It is fair. Thank you for. Anyway, Yeah, thanks all for listening, guys. Thank you for being here with me tonight.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you as well. I'll be back next year for my yearly gig. Don't worry, guys. Next year, I'm calling it Universe Survival Saga Worldwide. Quote me on that. This year's baby. Next year's TOP.
I mean, I'll try and get you on here more. Now that Will's not gone, he won't be back until the end of September. I'm trying to get more people on here, so there's a chance you'll be able to come back on in the next month or so. So it may not be a yearly gig.
We'll see. We'll see. School's starting soon, so I'll probably be busy next couple of months.
Oh, that's sad. At least you'll be able to go tell all your friends, hey guys, go listen to this cool podcast, Dokkan When. I was on there. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone will recognize my face and know who I am.
God, I wonder what you look like, Pat. I know what Toasty looks like. Everybody knows what I look like. I wonder what Pat looks like.
He may or may not have accidentally turned his camera on earlier.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
I want to censor that in the video, please.
Damn it. I didn't have that on. I've been sitting here looking at the logo the whole time.
You're going to have to go back in editing and censor that, please.
You have no worry about that being seen. It's not going to be seen.
Okay, good.
That's it.
Just put a bold picture of my YouTube channel saying subscribe now. Boom, there you go.
Pat, just
trying to hit 1 mil subs.
Pat, just send me a picture of your face, and I'll use that to cover the picture of your face.
Dude, that makes sense to me.
Just how about this? I'm gonna send you right now what I want you to put.
Please.
Pat, please just send me a picture of what you look like. I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious.
All right. Here. There you go. That's what you're getting.
Censor your face. Yeah. It never appeared on the thing. Oh, that's a dog. Okay. Is that a dog? What the fuck is that? Pat, I'm gonna use this picture to promote this whole thing, because I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm reminded of Bear and Big Blue House. Bear and Big Blue House. That's what I see right now.
He's smelling the subscribe button that you all should be hitting right now.
And the follow on TikTok. Go check me out at Dokkan Podcast. The follow on Instagram. That'll be Pat. I'm gonna let you know. I'm literally gonna use that picture to promote this episode of Dokkan When.
Oh,
now
you heard me. Everybody's be so fucking confused, and then they'll see that and be like, what the fuck? He's a new episode out, but okay. And then they'll watch it. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. But I'll give it a thing for our next episode. Our next episode we're going to talk about is our favorite transformation units.
Oh. You're going to title this episode, What the Dog Doing?
What the Pat Doing?
That seems like it's going to be a really good video.
I hope so. We'll see how it goes.
Our dog super attack is confusing what the enemy doing, stuns them for the entire fight.
I'll get Dale back on here because Dale's been busy. I'll maybe get Dale back on here because I'm going to call this right now. If I do get him on, his two top ones are going to be STR Gogeta at number 1 and STR Cooler at number 2. I'm going to call that right now. But do you guys have anything else to say before we end this?
I think I've done enough plugging, so I think I'm good.
Okay. Toasty?
Is what you think I said. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope everyone has a great day.
Hope everybody had a good 7th anniversary, because by the time this is up, 7th will be done. So hope you all had a good 7th, got the units you wanted, and are saving up for whatever. I'm saving up for Heroes. Say bye, guys.
Yeah. I'm saving for Worldwide. Let's hope I don't get shafted. Let's go.
I hope you do. Bye, everybody.